Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade, as there is more basketball in store. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Not much room to operate offensively. The defense has been stifling through the first.
Greg, they haven't given up a lot of easy chances at all.
So for Chicago right now, Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Freak is out there with Derrick Rose. And it's McDermott in at the small forward position. Both good from the line that time.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Gortat with a screen on Rose. And here's Wall outside. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Gasol's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Now Wall. In the game against Detroit, very impressive. Kicks it to Morris. Back to Brooks. The 9-foot shot. And the jumper is on the mark. Brooks has got 4 points this quarter.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Rose attacking out to the wing. Gasol passes to Arroyo. Gortat with the block. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Wall.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
The Wizards have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Now here's Brooks. He's covered by Arroyo. Wall, that's a 2-pointer. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
To the paint, here's Arroyo. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 4 assists in the game. Wizards trail by 6. To the inside, Gibson with the steal. Wall against Rose. Gibson dishes to McDermott. And Gibson kicks to Arroyo. Outside Rose. Clock at 6. This one for 3. Morris with the rebound. Wizards have gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Wall passes to Morris. Chicago grabs the miss. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Guys, they split the season series, and there's always randomness to this game. The unpredictability of it. You win some, you lose some, but they certainly want to impose their talent level tonight.
And Washington making a change here. Bosch is checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. And Dudley subbed in for Doug McDermott. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Oubre.
He clearly had the speed advantage there, and he used it to burn the D for the sweet hoop. Nice play.
Gasol setting the pick for Mirotic. Here's Arroyo. Nice D from Brooks.
Good little 2-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Bosch, the screen. Brooks dishes to Bosch. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Nene, he's checked in for Gortat. Hansbrough's come in for Oubre. Bradley Beal's checked in for Aaron Brooks. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Here's Beal, 13 feet away. And another miss by Washington. The Bulls leading by 3. Dishes to Mirotic. Three-pointer. Bosch grabs the miss. For Washington, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Beal, that's for 2. Drops one in from the wing. Beal's got 9.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Mirotic with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. But they recover it. Dudley bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Bulls lead by 3.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
And Sessions kicks to Nene. Off on the layup.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Arroyo can't get it to go. Wizards have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Beal against Butler. And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last.
Derrick Rose, Bobby Portis.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Rolls out front, up by 3. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I'm here with Derek. And Derek, what are the most important things you've done defensively tonight to help your offensive approach?
Contesting their shots. They're a great three-point shooting team. We're just contesting, getting out and run. That's our favorite thing to do. Get out, run. We got bigs that can run, shooters on the floor, so open the floor up a little bit.
Derek, always explosive in transition. Thank you. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Okay, good job battling them out there. Let's talk about some crucial areas from the first half. These are the types of halves where we are helping ourselves out by making clean passes. They haven't caused us too many problems in the passing lanes to this point, but we still have a half of basketball to play. The guys I will give credit to are the guys who came off the bench and gave us the scoring pop we needed. And just to talk about what we want for the pace of the game, I'd say nice and steady suits us just fine. It doesn't have to be a...
And now the start of the second half. Neither side changes. Bosch is checked in, and Brooks subbed in for Oubre. They've got Gortat. All out there with Brooks. Then there's Bradley Beal, and it's Bosch in at the 4. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards. Oh! Where did that come from? It was beautiful.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Beal against Holiday. Here's the screen. And Beal kicks to Gortat. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in. Gortat's got 8 points in the quarter.
They're shooting it quite well now. Again, function of shot selection, ball movement. Guys are in rhythm, confident, free-flowing, and they're knocking down their shots.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Markieff Morris is checked in for Washington. Oubre comes in for Brooks. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Portis. Gibson comes in for Mirotic. Jared Dudley's checked in for McDermott. And it's Butler in for Justin Holiday.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
And Wall with the slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
At the line for the Wizards, Freak. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good for the Wizards. Nene, he's checked in for Gortat. Hansbrough comes in for Markieff Morris. And Brooks subbed in for Bradley Beal. McDermott's checked in for Chicago. And he makes both free throws. There's 1:38 left here in the fourth quarter. Hansbrough, a screen on Butler. And Wall. Here we go now. Hansbrough.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
A free throw drops for Hansbrough. Langston Galloway's checked in for John Wall. So he gets them both. 1:29 left to play here in the fourth.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bulls.
Agreed, Steve. And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. Clark, I think that was a big part of their success.
I love the way they scored fast break points tonight here. It was a key factor in coming out on top.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was. For Dudley, every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Now here's Brooks. Tight defense on him. He dishes it to Nene. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Deflects the pass. Gibson passes to Arroyo. Some solid defense there by Nene. And the Wizards with possession. There's a screen by Hansbrough. The drive by Brooks. Nice teamwork to set up the big play and make the space for the J.
They clearly look like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got some energy out on the floor.
Yeah, but it's come a little too late to have a real impact on the game, though. We call this box score window dressing. All it's going to do is make the numbers look a little better than it was.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a...
Well, first off, congratulations on this win, Pau, and tell us how you feel about the team's progress so far this year.
Well, we've done a lot better. We've done a lot better recently, and we want to continue.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game. He put up a new season high tonight, and if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might pop it. A big key to his team's victory here. And Kenny, you had some words earlier while the game was going on. And that'll do it for tonight.